Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy you're here. In this video I will show you a very quiet day in the city of Florence. These clips were taken on very slow days, so I hope you enjoy it and maybe become a little bit relaxed by watching it. The most beautiful moments here in Florence are usually the ones that nobody films or recognizes. I never understood this. Maybe it's because I'm highly sensitive, so I notice more details, I see more, I feel more. And it always makes me happy and proud when someone said, you always capture the best moments. Yeah, well, it's my second nature, and I wish for other people, for their own happiness, that they had the same approach. Because it's not the crowded viewpoints or the perfect sunset location or places that are marked on a map somewhere on TikTok and you're following that. No. It is that moment when you stop and look around, look at your surroundings, not on your phone, and when you see this beautiful shadow that dances with the wind, and I don't know, it creates this beautiful backdrop that makes me very happy and smile, and I can just enjoy this. Or it's that beautiful couple that is dancing very slow at the park, having their intimate moment, and I'm just a watcher. Or it's that mother with their child when they're in the garden and just spending time together. Or it's that little bird on the square when it just stopped raining and the sun is out and she's doing her thing. And it's really those moments that for me are worth living.
Poi loro hanno molto gusto. Sta la regia qua, questo palco, loro non c'è molto bene.
Sta buono, per carità di Dio.
Noi siamo
E lei?
Olandese.
Come?
Olandese.
Non ho capito. Olandese, accidenti.
Florence is very famous for its beauty, that's without a doubt. But for me, that the real beauty, the not so obvious beauty, is also worth discovering. Because it only appears when you stop moving long enough to see it, when you stop staring at your phone, when you're really looking at your surroundings. Because we live in a world that teaches us to rush, to document everything very fast, to capture proof that we were somewhere or doing something. And many times, especially now with Instagram, it's almost like a habit. Yeah, let me just go there and then I can post that photo and then I'm done for the day. This is a thing, especially with young people. And I'm in a generation that has also experienced, before the mobile phones, all of that, even before internet. So I know very much the difference, and there's a difference in experiencing the world, and sometimes I miss that time. But I've started to realize that observing feels richer than just recording. It's also when I see tourists enjoying the city, many times I see just them taking their phone out and okay, they are taking a photo, a quick shot, and then they move along. But have you actually looked at the beautiful thing you were photographing? Many times no. I understand it's also very overwhelming, but I invite you to take a moment, just one moment in your day when you're outside, and just pause. Just look like, where am I? What am I seeing? How do I feel as I'm seeing it? What does it do to me? Do I feel creative? All of these things, just for it, and it doesn't have to take a long time, just 5 to 10 minutes, but I promise you that you will see things you wouldn't have seen before if you would just keep on moving. And when you slow down, the city changes, or maybe you change. I love listening to Alan Watts, and he argued that slowing down is essential to escape this chronic anxiety-driven cycle of living for the future rather than the present. And he believed that constantly rushing ruins the capacity to enjoy life. And he's all for mindfulness and being over doing. Because in the end, we're human beings, not human doers. Many times we forget this. He advised, for example, to stop measuring days by productivity and start measuring them by the degree of presence. You know, we often think that enjoyment comes from doing more, seeing more places, capturing more moments, moving faster so nothing is missed. But the real enjoyment, the real joy, seems to ask for the opposite. It asks us really just to pause, to take a break. When we don't do that, life turns into something that we're constantly chasing, always arriving somewhere and never really being there. And even beautiful places like Florence, they become background noise. And slowing down feels, or it might feel uncomfortable at first when you're not used to it, almost unnecessary for many of us, as if doing nothing means waste of time. But I think enjoyment only begins when we stop trying to get somewhere else, when we allow a moment to last longer than it needs to be. And this is exactly what Italians are so good at, in taking their time, take it slow. And at the same time, this is the other side of the coin, where bureaucracy is not really going smoothly. But then, on the other hand, you have this piano piano mindset. And Italian people, they prioritize long social lunches, family time, and generally low stress, unhurried pace. When you see them going for a passeggiata, they go very slow. When they're petting their dogs, they go slow. It's also something beautiful to see. And yeah, maybe enjoyment isn't something that we actively have to find, but it's something that just happens when we simply stop, and then it occurs, I guess. Thank you so much for having watched this video. I really appreciate your comments and likes on my previous video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Alla prossima. Ciao!